What's good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is BBKDRAGOON here with some Iron Banner gameplay. It's Crucible, it's Control. They do not have the new Dark Below matches in this Iron Banner, this circulation, but that's okay. I think next time we may see that, or maybe not. Maybe the Iron Banner maps, or excuse me, the Dark Below maps are only going to be outside of the realm of the Iron Banner. The Iron Banner, for those of you who don't know, is the Crucible playlist in Destiny. You'd have to live under a rock, actually, to not know what this is, but basically all of the handicaps are taken off. In normal Crucible, the game puts a bunch of restrictions on players. Your damage values, your armor values, all of those things get set to a uniform level across the board for what players you're playing against. All that matters really is like the rate of fire and some of the aspects of the weapon you're using, but the armor stats and like the damage stats of the weapons you're using aren't taken into account. But when the Iron Banner happens, they turn all of those limits off, so your gear scores actually do matter when you're fighting against opponents. So if you've got an enemy who's fully decked out in the nicest PvP gear, you're gonna have a really hard time taking him down unless you're a solid level, 31, level 30. I'm level 30 in this gameplay. I hit that just a couple days ago. Really excited about that. I know there's many players who are like, let's say, low 20s, maybe mid 20s, who want to experience the Dark Below content, which is mainly geared for players who are 27 to 30. The way you can get to that gear level really quickly is all the quartermasters, the people who sell gear in the tower, now sell updated Dark Below gear, which automatically is a little bit higher level than what you would get from the original vanilla gear, and it upgrades further. So basically, you want to start farming Vanguard marks from public events, or just start playing Crucible and getting Crucible marks so you can purchase new gear. I'm telling you, they've designed it to where the gear that you get off drops and the gear that you get in the tower now, not Cryptarch, okay? Everybody thinks I'm talking about Cryptarch. No, the gear that you get from the quartermasters in the tower will get you to the higher level 20s like really quickly. Anyway, Iron Banner, I'm really enjoying it. Destiny, of course. I feel like almost every conversation I have here devolves into like people telling me in the comments why they don't like Destiny and why it didn't live up to their expectations. But the hard part is like, yeah, I can't be swayed. I really think this is a polished, fun game, etc. Everybody, oh my gosh, Skype is going nuts right now. I gotta turn the volume down. So New Year's resolutions, I wanted to bring this up and ask you, do you guys participate in New Year's resolutions? For basically forever, I've always thought they were kind of silly. Like, if I want to change something, I'm just gonna change it now. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't need a special date to sort of determine when I should do that. But this year, I'm actually thinking about giving it like a solid go and pushing towards, hey, looking back at this last year, reviewing what happened, and just seeing what do I want to aim for in this next year. I know most people go back on their resolutions pretty quickly, and I still sort of agree with the idea that having this one specific date where you decide to change something is a little, like, silly. If you want to change something, you should obviously change it, like, right away. But just looking back and getting into the regular process, I mean, why don't we do not New Year's resolutions, but like quarterly resolutions, that kind of thing? It's just been on my head since we're getting close to New Year's right now. So for me, I need to give it more thought, but I definitely know in 2015, I really want to focus on riding more and getting back into cycling a little bit further. It's good for fitness, it's good for fun, and it's just something that I want to focus on and set goals to where I'm really motivated to ride. I used to ride a ton. For those of you who are new subs, I used to race mountain bikes pretty seriously for many, many years and just stopped once I got into university. It was too busy or whatnot. But now that I'm out and just working, I'd like to sort of get back into the swing of things. I want to be bringing like GoPro videos here to the channel. I actually will have one in the next day or two. I was going to show it today, but Iron Banner, this game got me like really hyped. It was a close game, good comeback and all that jazz. Beyond that, I like the betterment of yourself, that kind of thing. I really want to like focus on dietary stuff, like more vegetables, and trying to maybe pull away from things like coffee and maybe push towards tea. These are all like little silly things. I'm not going for like huge crazy stuff like I want to be able to bench press 900 pounds in 2015. I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's just, yeah. And if I'm going to do something totally fluff in gaming, I want to play through some good classic retro games. Years ago, before I started YouTube, I played through all of Final Fantasy VII, a game that I had never beaten, but always had played like the first disc or two when I was a kid. Like, never beaten it, but I'd played the first disc, not two, but the first disc a ton of times. Sat down, made the goal, beat it, became one of my favorite games of all time, and I just want to go back and maybe find a few classic gems. Maybe, like, I've been thinking like Chrono Trigger maybe, or Something that's just fun, maybe enjoying gaming purely for that, like, gameplay perspective, I don't know, story, whatever. Let me know down below. Do you guys participate? Do you think you will? Do you have something IRL, like an IRL resolution you want to share, or a gaming resolution that you want to share? I'd be like, I don't want to be so judgmental of games in 2015, but seriously, 343 dropped the ball, yo. Oh, whoa, shots fired. All right, that's all I got to say today. Go play Iron Banner. BBK Dragoon appreciates your viewership today, and I hope you have a great Wednesday. See you next time.